I'm back. I know. It's been a month already since my last video, and it's high time I continue my Björk deep dive with her next album. You know, it's high time I do that after a month of no videos or anything. I mean, I did stream a few times, but only a few people showed up for those, so that doesn't matter really. But I want this channel to grow, goddammit. And with this album, it's definitely gonna go somewhere. So yeah, sorry for being pretty spotty for the past year or so. I don't know why. I have made like 10 videos in 10 months, possibly even less. I'm trying to tackle some new albums with my streams and then edit them down, like I did with the last 100 Gex album. So if you would want to see me put out more videos, quicker, and even shorter than my usual videos, I guess, tune into my streams where I react to some stuff, like the like the new Killer Mike album or the Billy Woods album that came out a few months ago, or whatever. Without further ado, now's the day, now's the time, and finally do the thing where I react to Björk Vespertine. How about that? So I should probably recap where we are with Björk right now. Debut. Really good album. Amazing songs, amazing voice, amazing production, amazing instrumentals. Okay, the instrumentals were a bit rickety and all over the place, but still, really good songwriting, really good performances all around, and some of the best art pop songs of the 90s do land on this album a little bit, and definitely worth checking out if you're into good music in general. Next album, Post, even bigger production, even bigger songs, even grander than the debut was, and it is much better for it. It's definitely a step up with some of Björk's best songs ever on here, like Hyper Ballad and Isobel, and it's also quiet. It's also a fucking banger. How hard Björk goes on that song is insane, and I love it. But after that is Homogenic, and this album is her best album so far, one of the best albums of the 90s. It's very dramatic, very explosive, but also very cerebral, so much so that I loved it pretty much upon first listen. And coming into this next release, I am expecting a lot out of this album. Even though I have no idea what she's gonna do with this album, because it's apparently her poppiest album to date, and it's her most beloved album to date. Definitely beloved. I am very fucking ecstatic to finally check this album out, because I know I'm gonna love it. I know I'm gonna love every freaking song to death and praise it to hell and back because of what it does and what it represents and all of that jazz. But I'm gonna have this guy with me to show how much I will love this album. Oh my god. Or it might turn out to be pretty mid, I don't know. It could turn out that way, who knows? Who knows? You know, there could be like 5 good songs on it, and the rest is just okay. That could be the case. About the cover, it's amazing. It's pretty layered and somewhat abstract, but looking at it, I definitely see some interesting things about it. Like how she's holding like a mascot of a swan around her shoulder, and how there is a drawing of a swan who's like almost right in the front of her, and this imaginary swan almost spelling out the title with some streams coming out of its beak. And it seems that Björk is laying on the ground full of rocks, and it's all in black and white. It's pretty out there for an album cover, and I definitely feel that's gonna be also the case for the music on this album, because it's definitely a step forward, but also in a way a step back, because it reminds me a little bit of the debut cover art, which was similarly colorless and also featured a pretty plain background. But this time around, there's gonna be wilder emotions coming out, because Björk seems to be almost paralyzed on this album cover because she's in love. Because this album is about love, apparently, which, you know, she has made a lot of songs so far about love, but this album is about her marriage, her newfound marriage, that sadly ended in the middle of the 2010s. At this point in time, she was very happy about it and wanted to express it through this album, and I am very excited to hear how she does it. And yeah, it's definitely getting a green smiley ball from me, and thumbs up, and a thumbs up, and a thumbs up. Sure, why not? Alright. First things first. See? I didn't have to spend 6 minutes recording it, but also the lighting is much better already. I like that. Let's get this thing started, shall we? Did I just say started, like started? What the shit? How about them apples? Oh yeah, also it's 12 songs and almost an hour long. So it's longer than any album she has done so far. Just a side note. Alright, first song, Hidden Place. Okay, alright. I'm not sure what to do with it. I'm so close to tear and so close to Alright, this instrumental sounds like a beating heart, and this song starting off with getting someone's love is already pretty potent with emotions and captivating, and Björk's voice comes on pretty strong. Yeah, I love it already. Ooh. my god, this instrumental is kind of subtle, kind of quiet, but it is one of the catchiest, most sticky instrumentals I've ever heard. I am I am loving this quite a lot so far. Oh my god. Also, another thing is that there were a few moments on Homogenic, her previous album, that I thought the beats got a little too abrasive and noisy, and I chalked it up to it being a full-fledged IDM glitch hop album. But this time around, she seems to know her shit and strike a perfect balance of experimental but also appealing, because this is so far pretty easy to listen to, but what it is giving me is unimaginably exciting and beyond my wildest imagination, to be quite honest. This is just quite great so far.
He is the beautifulest.
Oh yeah, also Björk isn't from an English-speaking country, so she has some writing quirks like that, where she just says nonsense that means something, and I get it, but it is a little funny. The beautifulest, fragilest, those are not words. Those are not real words. Oh my god.
Still strong, dark, and divine. Invents a charm that makes him invisible. Can I hide there too? Hide in the air of him.
So good. Alright, now is the outro. That was a pretty great intro. No dog, it's Vespertine, you know? It has already been regarded as one of the best albums ever. And yeah, I can't add all that much to this song. She explains herself in the best way that she can, with the best instrumentals that she has, with her beautiful voice, with incredible production, with incredible hooks. And this is Björk putting her best foot forward on any of her albums so far. It's better than The Hunter even in some regards, and yeah, I am very positive on this song already. And I would give this a huge smiley ball, like a 9 plus out of 10, because there were just, I don't know, a few little tiny moments that were a little underwhelming, but for the most part this is one of the best songs I've ever heard, and a pretty incredible start to this album, for sure. So yeah, like a 9 plus out of 10. Yeah. Her expressing her love to this special someone is pretty compelling, to say the least. I'd prefer if everything worked right and I didn't have to deal with anything, but yeah. Hidden place got hidden. How about that? Amazing. Ugh. Alright. Next song, Cocoon. Cocoon, however you pronounce it, Cocoon. Alright.
Boy like him would have entered me lightly.
Ha.
He says,
Well, that's a bit explicit, ain't it? That's going a bit far, I suppose.
"Who would have known that a boy like him would stay going nowhere?"
Oh, it feels like she is reminiscing about her sexual intercourse with this lover, and it sounds like a memory of that time, which is a really nice detail. I like that.
Who would have known a saintly trance to inhale a beard loaded with courage, possessed of magical sensitivity, who caresses, cradles his head in a bosom.
Alright. Okay.
He slides inside, half awake, half asleep. When I wake up the second time, he's still inside me. Who would have known?
Her voice is very beautiful, telling all of these very interesting details all over this song. The instrumental goes hard too. Even though it is super quiet, super understated, there is some pretty interesting things going in the background. Anyway, I like that.
A train of perils, cabin by cab, from a mouth, from of a girl like me, to a boy, to a boy, to a boy.
I'm a boy. Yeah, whatever. This song is also incredible, even though it features some stuff that makes me raise an eyebrow a little bit. Her mentioning that guy sleeping inside her, it makes me kind of reel back a little bit, but still, she has a beautiful voice, really makes some incredible production choices all over the song. The writing is impeccable. It's just a tiny little bit weaker than the first song, but still. Another amazing song following an amazing song. And I would give this song a smiley ball, like a solid 9 to a 9 plus out of 10. The instrumentals, I mean, were once again pretty understated, but I like how rustic and grainy they were. They really added a lot to this tale. It's another masterful piece of music from her that I like as well. Song 3, It's Not Up to You. Okay. Alright.
I wake up and the day feels broken. Trying to get an angle was the evening, it could still happen. How do I master day?
Alright, it's a pretty simple situation so far. She just woke up and she's trying to make her start of the day as good as possible. It seems that big things are coming right around the corner, and let's see what happens.
6 glasses so active. You leave it alone, it might just happen. Not up to you. I would never. It's not up to
This is incredibly captivating so far, not only with the lyrics, but also the sound of the song is beyond catchy and just magical. It's honestly pretty magical. That's how good it is. That is how good it is. Ah! Ah! Ooh. Yeah.
If you wake up broken,
Alright. Lean into the crack. Huh? Didn't expect this, just some grand strings to come in all of a sudden, but they took me by surprise a little bit, but not in a bad way at all. They made this song even more memorable.
how it sparkles, but it's not up to me. Unthinkable surprises about to happen, but what they are, it's not up to you.
Oh my god.
Well, it never really was.
And this is just beautiful. Oh my god. Oh, some backup singers. They sound like angels. I like that a lot. Okay, alright. Alright, so it's not about just literally starting off your day in the best way possible, but also not expecting perfect things every time you wake up, I guess. Not every time you search for something, because what you want might not be what you need or want in the long run. And yeah, this song also delivers not only on being pretty clever, being pretty sharply written, but also on how beautiful this song sounds and feels, and how much things are happening but never feeling out of place on here. And it all just builds up and keeps building up into this beautiful angelic swell, and it all just, it's just music to my ears, and I am giving this song a 10. It's just that good. It's my favorite song so far, without a doubt, and I have no issue with anything that goes on here, and giving this song the perfect score that it deserves. It's great. Also, yeah, a smiley ball, a green smiley ball right here for this amazing song. Yeah, it's great. It's a lot of fun too. It's not like a drag for the whole 5 minutes that it lasts. Definitely a highlight. This song is definitely a highlight. A song for Undo.
It's not meant to be astray. It's not meant to be astray. I struggle up here.
There are some simple loops happening so far, but they are very touching and powerful. Björk just finds an incredible beauty and simplicity in this album. And this song is definitely an example so far. I love it already.
You're trying too hard. I give yourself It's not meant to be astray. Sweetly, not meant to be astray. To enjoy.
Okay, I see what the song is about now. Loving things shouldn't be hard, or a very hard task. You should just know when you feel or love something really hard, and that's a pretty good sentiment to have when finding someone you love. Also, yeah, this being a piece of art I already love quite a bit brings another layer to this whole thing where I can say, yeah, I love this, and I guess I don't really need to explain myself why, other than it sounds beautiful and what she says is beyond based. Okay, it's not the song's fault, but on Spotify I see that it's spelled staggle, not struggle. So thank you, Music Match. It's Music Match, right? Yeah, it's that. It fucks up every time it has to do its job. Them struggling to correctly spell out the word struggle is just beyond parody. It's just so dumb.
Lean into it. A jealous wife.
Oh, wow.
I'm praying to be in a generous mode.
The production choices on the song make it really psychedelic, but also even more charming than it would have been, it was really straightforward and to the point. Her ad-libbing the lyrics she just said in post-production with a ghostly vocal effect and stuff, it just makes me fall into this whole sound and aesthetic that it's going for quite easily, and I am loving this quite a lot still. Alright. Now it's time for an outro. Oh, this part of the song. Let's go. Alright, this song was stellar from front to back. I loved pretty much everything about it. The verses were incredible. Her singing was great. The beats and instrumentals were incredibly catchy, even if they were a bit subtle and quiet. And the sentiment of the song, yeah, is also incredible as well. Mwah. And I'm giving this also a huge smiley ball and a 10 out of 10 out of 10 to this masterpiece. It's amazing. It's really good. Oh my god. Yeah, it's just as great as the last song, and makes me fall in love with this album even harder. Just perfect. Plain and simple. It's just so good. Just so good. So good. Anyway, let's know that. Next song. Alright, time for the best song ever, Pagan Poetry. Let's go.
Hidden through the dark currents, our blueprint of the pleasure in me. A secret code carved, a secret code carved. He offers.
This is very enchanting, and it feels like it's from a different dimension, transporting me to another fucking universe almost. How otherworldly it sounds. And not like in a corny way. There's no space lasers anywhere. It's just that this has a very different groove and time signature than most songs I've heard, and it uses that to its advantage quite a bit. Tells a story in its own way, and I respect that a lot.
A handshake, 5 fingers, yet to be matched. On the surface, simplicity is pagan poetry. Morse coated signals, they wake me up.
Okay, I don't understand everything that she's saying right now, but the way she says it is quite gripping, quite cinematic, and quite hard hitting. Because although she is yelling, she's performing in a way that progresses this song into another level and gets under my skin even hard, even hard, even harder. It's a masterpiece.
By the darkest pit in me, I'm hanging until I'll say my days and do anything. I love him, I love him, I love him, I love.
Well, this part is certainly pretty stripped back, and takes me aback.
Love him, I love him, I love him, she loves him. Are you gonna keep me all to myself? He makes me want to hide myself. She loves him.
Okay, so once again, I don't understand everything that's going on with the lyrics. It is quite poetic, you know, so I won't get everything right off the bat. This song is about Björk wanting to get it on with other people, but wanting to stick with one guy personally. And she has to remind herself at the end of the day, she loves him more than she does herself. Like an internal conflict she has with herself. That's why she has to repeat to herself that she loves him and that I love him and all that stuff. So, yeah, there are layers to this song, which makes it even better. Yeah. And she's gonna stay loyal to him. So, cool. But what I can say about this song is that it's a very earnest and passionate song about a very real feeling expressed in a way that unbelievably goes hard. With incredible beats, incredible vocal performances, incredible production choices. Everything about this song is amazing. And obviously it's another 10, you know. It's a huge smiley ball. And yeah, 10 out of 10. I can't find a moment where I was even slightly tuning out of what she was bringing on this song. It's really mind-blowing, but also really easy to get into. And that's another admirable quality about it. So yeah, this song is stellar. It's a masterpiece and I love it. It's a 10 out of 10. What more? What else do I add? It's just great. It's just amazing. Okay, I guess I can hear the next song, Frosti, right off the bat. It's very short and I wonder what it does. Alright, okay. Yeah, it's pretty much an interlude, an instrumental interlude, and it's just really cute tiny bells for almost 2 minutes, and it's beautiful, it's pretty good. Definitely not a very fleshed out song, but a pretty nice break after one of the best songs ever made, Pagan Poetry and all that. I'm still gonna give this song a smiley ball, like a solid 9 out of 10, because this song is also hitting some notes that resonate with me, even though there is no lyrics in the song. There are some on the Spotify page for some reason, but this instrumental is quite powerful, even though it's just an instrumental. So yeah, smiley ball, solid 9, and I might as well give it a heart as well. Sure, why not? But is it a 10 out of 10 album? Check it out in part 2. Coming soon. Yeah.